Hey everyone, Chris Sanchez here. I hope you're doing well, all things considered. Today is Monday, March 23rd, 2020. Uh, Crazy times right now. We got coronavirus, COVID 19, um, shelter in place, all sorts of stuff. I Here at the end of the day, it's like 9 o'clock already, finishing a long day as usual, but I wanted to check in real quick and just do a quick video update, let you know what's going on, and talk about some sort of a rumor that's going along is that there's free rent, during this time with this crisis, this unprecedented crisis. And I don't believe it. I don't believe in free rent. But I want to let you know that there is an executive order that's in place, and it's a tenant protection. We are in a state of emergency. The governor's office published a press release, and there's an executive order in place as a tenant protection, sort of the falls under the penal code or price gouging or state of emergency. All those things lumped into one. Um, and that's in effect through May 31st. Okay, so we have a couple months here where everything is kind of going to be put on hold. The tenants have protection, so that's one positive news for the tenants. But as far as the rent payments, there are not going to be any evictions during this time. Okay, so that's good news. But at some point, the rent is still due. So on that executive order, it does say the tenants, and I'm paraphrasing here, tenants are not relieved from their obligation to pay rent. So it doesn't say free rent. And then a landlord is not prohibited from trying to recover the cost or the rent due. Okay, so on one hand, as I read it, a tenant's not relieved from their rent obligation, and a landlord is not prohibited from trying to recover the rent due. So you have kind of this tug of war going on. The way that what we are doing, the way that I'm going to be treating things moving forward, it's one, no late fees in April. People are in tough times right now, but I am taking everything on a case by case basis. Not everybody was directly impacted in the sense that they have no work. Some people are still working. Everybody's situation, financial situation, roommate situation, they're all different. I manage a lot of units, and I'm starting to get the wide range of scenarios right now. But people are communicating, tenants are communicating, but also the landlords are communicating because rent is coming due, which means that that's the regular paycheck, the regular cycle. So everything is thrown off right now. So one, case by case, communication is going to be key. No late fees during this time, the next couple months. No late fees, no evictions. There's a tenant protection. That's all in well. However, I am going to be working with the tenants on case by case on their individual situations. We could work out a plan that's going to work out best for everyone. And that may be partial payments. That may be pay half now, pay half next week or in a couple weeks, or by the end of the month be caught up, and maybe weekly payments. I don't know, maybe a reduced rent temporarily, and then keep that balance on there because the balance is still going to be due. We want to find out what the situation is. We may be doing early terminations for specific tenants who request it. If it works out, like I have tenants who reached out this morning, as a matter of fact, and he says, hey, I'm with a couple of roommates. School shut down, the university, for the rest of the semester. I have to move back home. We're stuck in place, and two roommates want to stay, but they can't afford it without that third person, etc. So as you can see, every situation is going to be different. We may be just letting people out of their rental agreements early if it makes more sense. Deal with security deposit, and it might make more sense to have a place vacant, let a tenant move out, and then move in new tenants on a long-term rental agreement or month to month. So that might be an option. But very, very interesting times. And then on the other end, we have to work with the landlords to make sure that we're doing our job, and then taking care of the landlords, taking care of the properties, and taking care of the tenants all at once. So very interesting times. Just wanted to check in real quick and give you that update. If you have specific questions, you want to reach out, any information, any advice, I'm happy to help in any way I can. 707-596-1020. That's 707-596-1020. Cheers.